I really don't. I wonder if these unlock once you learn tricks. That's why I can't do that yet. Oh god, the Clarkson house is so far away. How far is it? Do I have to just... Oh, that far. Yeah, no way of fast traveling that. I need to cross and then go up where Raven's house is. So, Clarkson... Like, again though, we knew we should have gone to the Clarkson house. I guess this is to stop Professor R from doing anything. But, like, we knew we had to go there. We knew we had to go to the jazz bar at some point. I just don't like all of these side activities that the Oracle Man's making us do. They get a little annoying.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans.
I remember the first game not having repeated dialogue options, and that was a great thing.
Or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault, along with all the.
I guess it's at least good that we have something being said.
Murder tag buried
I think I might have gone too
grave
far.
at the bottom of a sea of data.
I've gone too far. And now he'll have that dialogue again because it didn't let it complete. I do have some hunger problems I might need to deal with. It should hopefully be fine enough for us to complete this chapter. This seems like a big enough event that the chapter might complete with it. Probably, anyways. Okay, now he's just humming again. Just keep an eye out for any fast travel spots since this is like miles away from anywhere else on the map. I also feel like we maybe want like danger music to be playing right now.
Were you thinking about Galena too?
No.
And all the other women
I was thinking about
so
danger
far
music.
Travels across the states. Zach,
Like it seems like this is more of a
I'm
we
right.
gotta rush.
This is a vast country, incredibly vast, and it's mostly composed of
Is that a jump?
mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns
Look at that
scattered about
bridge.
here and there. That's how America looks to me, compared to the scale of this entire
It's
country.
not a jump.
New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like when we were driving up I-15. It was a mirage. TV and movies dress up those mirages and broadcast them to people all around the world. Meanwhile, American women become fascinated by the gorgeous city lights and are drawn toward those illusions. The very same women who were chosen as prom queens in their small towns. In the end, all they find are ghosts. Once their eyes adjust to that blinding light, they realize there's nothing but vanity and lust surrounding them. They finally figure out that it was all in their heads. Then they quickly try to satisfy themselves with something else. Drugs. And drugs are the gateway to a whole pantheon of crime. Zach, remember what you told me once? The women who turn to crime aren't the evil ones.
Oh, well, that was pretty perfect. I was busy looking at that tractor, and I didn't see the car until it was too late. So what was that about the women that turn to drugs? I think I kind of missed that part. I don't know, that was pretty good. I was happy with that. Even if we have to listen to that dialogue again.
Were you thinking about Galena?
I wasn't. I was thinking about how he got hit by a car and then floated for a second.
The States. Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast.
God damn.
And it's mostly composed of mountains.
Hopefully I don't get hit by a
deserts,
car.
and
Even if there's one behind me, it might be
small towns
faster
scattered
and
about
bump
here
me.
and there. That's how America looks to me. Compared to the scale of this entire country, New York, Chicago and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like when we were driving up I-15. It was a mirage.
I'm like really
TV
paranoid about
movies
cars
dress
right now.
up those mirages and broadcast them
Look at
to
that
people
car
all
coming right
around
at
the
me.
world. Meanwhile, American women become fascinated by the gorgeous city lights and are drawn toward those illusions. The very same women who were chosen as prom queens in their small towns. In the end, all they find are ghosts. Once their eyes adjust to that blinding light, they realize there's nothing but vanity and lust surrounding them.
And then
finally
they turn to
figure out that
drugs.
It was all in their heads. Then they quickly try to satisfy themselves with something else. Drugs. And drugs are the gateway to a whole pantheon of crime. Zach, remember what you told me once? The
Don't get
women
hit by a
who turn to
car.
crime aren't the evil ones.
I think this is
The
new
drugs
stuff
aren't
now.
evil either. They're nothing but chemicals. The ones who feed off those women and use them. They're the ones to hate.
Drugs aren't the villains, it's the guns
We
that
need to
cause
find the person who's
problems.
hiding behind Galena and drag them out into the blazing southern sun.
Wow. Almost got the whole thing completed before I got hit by a car. But we got to listen to it twice. I want to jump the car. There was no one in that vehicle. That looked like that was the one Danny had. I don't know if that was supposed to have Danny in it. Alright, there's a fast travel thing. Definitely want to grab that. Because boy howdy. It's a long road. We found it. Looks like there wouldn't really be anything up here. Unless if that's a thing, but I'm assuming it won't be. Alright, let's go in there. Can't believe they left the gate open. I bet you the gate would have been closed. If we, came up here before the actual... This music's sick. This is what I was hoping for on our way up. But before the, mission brought us here, I bet you the gate would have been closed. I like the clapping. Are they gonna start shooting me? Gonna have a shootout here? I also need to find a gator to kill over here. You guys mind if I explore a little bit? Look at these goofy motherfuckers. The way these guys stand. I think these are both mafia guys, but they have hats and glasses on sometimes. I'm just here for someone's hand. Zach, this pool. The Clarkson children must have played here often. But look at it now. Instead of happy siblings, it's filled with monstrous gators. I mean, I see one gator. And look, that's a crocodile. Is it? I think that still looks like a gator. See how its chin is shaped like a V? Is it? They may be similar to alligators, but they're far from more dangerous. I know that. Daniel's regret is sitting in that crocodile's stomach along with his right arm. Oh, Jesus, how? Look at that guy standing there. How did this crocodile just become loose? Also, I love that York's immediate thought is, let's try to fuck this guy up. I didn't know crocodiles could be this thick. Look at him go. That's usually like an alligator thing, which again makes me think, is this really a crocodile? It still very much looks like they just reused the gator model. Yeah. Punch it. I hit the wrong buttons for punching. Jesus Christ. That fence got in my way, I'm dying. I need to get into my inventory. Let's use small ones. I like how quick he moves when he, like, isn't actually hunting. I did it! I got a cheap ring that Galena once gave to Daniel, filled with memories of her. It's a ring, Zach. This must be the source of Daniel's regret. It must remind him of some special memory with Galena. Zach, remember that movie we love? Gator? Romancing the Stone? 1984, directed by Robert Zemeckis. Story, music, characters, all masterpiece level. A work of art overflowing with originality that had never been seen before. After acquiring the legendary emerald, the crocodile devours the boss's hand along with the stone. And in the end, our main character Jack catches the crocodile, finds the stone, and becomes a millionaire. I just did the exact same thing here, except I killed it. I'm just like Michael Douglas. Romantic, isn't it, Zach? We'll never be able to become millionaires like Jack did. Especially if we keep punching people in bowling. We have a duty to return this ring to its owner, after all. It's also cheap, apparently. Feel a little bad for killing the family crocodile that just escaped from the pen. You guys also don't seem to care that much about it, so maybe I don't care either. Grab that lizard skin. Okay, well, the crocodile was a bit tough. So, like, even outside of the fact that it looks like it's just a reused alligator model, I don't know. I've never really seen large crocodiles. And also, usually that, like, V-shaped chin seems a lot more severe when I've seen a crocodile. But I might not know enough about them, so I could be wrong. Night crocodile kill. Hey, Mr. Clarkson, sir, I'm sorry. Someone killed your crocodile. I don't know who would do that. Do you know, Zach? No. What? No, the guards didn't see me do it. You didn't hear gunshots. Oh. Well, that's a bit suspicious, isn't it? Let's get our save on. I think I have a lot of healing items, so let's grab some. Do we need more ammo? Yes? I don't know. Grab some of those. Drowsiness I don't think is a problem. Don't really need all those coffees. Keep a root beer around. And we have some stomach filling. Lots of donuts, actually. Right, because we got like 5 of them. I don't think we're going to have sunscreen problems. Oh, the gum gets rid of your BO. Right, that's funny, actually. That's mint flavored. I get it. Alright.
Zach, it's a singularity. The Oracle was right on the mark. The mouth to the other world is open, ready to swallow us alive. I think this case is finally starting to come together.
Finally. It's at point of no return. I don't like that that's what the quest was called. And it didn't even say, are you sure you want to go in there? We know, too, from 2019, that Professor R, I don't think is alive anymore, because she was the only one who knew how to make the drug.
You're as excited as I am, aren't you?
No. I would like to not do combat.
You don't have to explain everything. No need for words right now. Not while this eccentric, provocative experience is begging us to come inside.
Oh. I was wondering why it, like, froze for a minute. Because scary clowns appeared. God, I forgot about their weird noises. Snah! Well, that's cool. Oh, no, it's not! That actually freaked me out. Snick, snick, schnar. Is that like a bear trap? It's a little spider! I need to like book it and find a better... Can you turn around for me? Okay, well, that's gonna be fun to fight more of those guys. It looks like he summons forth some scary little like weird spider locks almost look like. Didn't seem like he actually would take too many bullets to put down. I just freaked out. You would think with a new enemy they would maybe not summon other ones. I actually do need to eat though. They wouldn't summon other ones to get in your way. They would let you kind of learn how to handle it. And a lollipop. I see that scary doorman. Who? Where? You? Where? How? Snar. There was another hallway here. He snuck up on me. Oh, the jumps. I forgot you guys jump. It's kind of easy to forget how this works because it takes 12 years before you actually get back to combat. This looks important. Kind of want to go and... Yeah, I saw you. I saw how suspicious that room looked. Might have been a waste to lock on like that. Don't know what the point of this is. It's like a lot of area. Ow. I actually have no idea which way we're supposed to go. Maybe we have to go everywhere. I guess I am just gonna go wherever. Schnar. Thank you for those barrels. I appreciate them. It's not like I'm like worried about combat. It's just that I don't want to do it, which is my biggest problem. Another doorman. It almost seems like they're supposed to be like mimics, but like the first one was the only one that tricked me. Unless if they hide behind other stuff. I'm gonna say their trick isn't gonna really work anymore. Might want some gun upgrades. Ooh, this room sucks a little bit. I think the little friends are around. Is there like anything I can do to make this easier? There's just a lot of enemies around. Let me cut you. Oh, that kills the crabs. So I need to just not worry about the little crabs and only focus on killing the big guys. I don't know why I keep wanting to aim to punch boxes. Give me all that junk. Oh, that was fun. Still didn't get me, but fun. I'm just going in. We probably have to find like a couple of spots like this, so we have to take all the other paths. I'm hoping, assuming. Like each one will have some information for us. I wonder if we'll be able to explore the Clarkson's house not like this.
Zach, do you feel it? Something happened here.
Something happens everywhere, York.
It's the same feeling I got when we entered the place where Lise died.
Gotta paint a picture. Look at that cowboy.
Professor R, Lena, came in here alone. It looks like nothing but a suicide attempt to me. Did she have some trick up her sleeve?
She drugged everyone. Maybe she owns all of his soldiers. What is that, like, light? Is that a light? What is this? It looks mighty suspicious. But also I don't know what it is, so maybe that's why it looks suspicious.
They certainly look a little rough around the edges.
Look at that bomb in the fireplace.
Perhaps we should just call them the Clarkson gang. They're holding their weapons like total amateurs, which means they must not have had any formal training. Even if they came rushing in,
that guy has a
once,
knife.
They'd still be no match for us. Maybe the Clarksons aren't as fearsome as the rumors make them out to be. Or perhaps they've fallen into such a decline that they can't even manage their own allies any longer.
Now you decide to come back, huh? What for? I know you've been hiding from me. Planning God knows what. Too bad it ain't gonna amount to anything. It don't matter what you do. The Clarkson family is already on its last legs. After only a single century, we're on the verge of losing all that power our ancestors built up for us. Ever since the day you left home, that was the beginning of the end.
Oh my god, what's happening? You would, maybe Professor... I'm letting this happen right now. Maybe Professor R... Okay, I'm done. Now it's upsetting me. Maybe Professor R is trying to save the Clarkson family. And that's why she left. Yeah, but what about this ticking
Zach,
time bomb?
That's a miniature bomb. Lena must have set it here.
It's really suspicious. Right,
Is
got
this
it.
her trump card? It looks pretty elaborate. Another accolade for the professor. She also displayed expert precision when she used that fire to make my cocktail.
She knows sleight of hand. She's a
Her wisdom
magician.
gave birth to San Rouge. She must also have an advanced understanding of chemistry. I just hope she hasn't laid any other traps for us up ahead.
Like more bombs?
Yes, I abandoned my family. But that has nothing to do with the Clarksons' downfall. It's much more complicated than that.
The Clarksons are
Oh,
cursed
I
by a
agree.
gypsy.
It's a hell of a lot more complicated. Just look at these assholes. They're so goddamn stupid. They won't even shit unless I tell them to do it. And you know what? Back in the old days, that was A-okay. Don't like someone, beat the piss out of them. Need something? Steal it from the sucker next door. Life was so much simpler back then. And time flowed in proper accordance with human behavior. But now...
I'm really trying to
it's
replicate that
all
weird
so
camera thing.
Complicated now. Everything's changed.
Philip J. Clarkson, the horrible father that Professor R spoke of. Of course, he looks perfectly calm. It's hard to believe that it's only my second time seeing him. He's an overwhelming man, Zach.
The eye patch makes him look cool.
The legacy of the Clarksons is like a candle in the wind, a sad vestige of what it used to be. But it's not completely dead yet.
So what? You came here to snuff it out yourself?
Oh, no. I didn't come to snuff anything out.
She's gonna take over.
I came to make it burn red once more.
What in hell is with you?
What in hell?
That red powder finally make you lose your mind?
Kind of feel like these scenes would have been like, there's no real reason to inspect. I feel like these would be better if they just like played out.
She looks so calm and collected.
But she cries under those sunglasses.
Perhaps she intended to take her own life after she murdered Philip. But that wouldn't solve anything. We know how calculating she is. Surely she must have understood that.
Just like you said, times have changed. You've gotten old. Your power is waning. But I'm not going to let things end here. After you and all the old tumors die, the goddess will take control of Carré, and all of Louisiana for that matter. The goddess of fertility, with all her newfound might.
And who's that supposed to be? You? Ha! That's a good one. You know, you're just as dumb as everyone else. You never see things for how they really are. Oh, no. Here, go on. Take my life. You can have it. Do whatever you want with me. But don't you forget. That's Clarkson blood you got running through those veins. Oh, you took the long way to it. But it looks like you be inheriting our legacy after all. Just like I always wanted you to.
Oh, I won't be inheriting anything.
What?
I'm not the goddess of fertility either.
Well, then...
It's me? PJ Clarkson's the goddess
But
of fertility?
I'm still powerful.
I mean, you know, this was like animated. Instead of just having weird gunfire. Wonder how well Knife Man did during the fight. Hoping we don't really run into more of
Professor
these.
R fought hard in this hall.
At least not in this
The
encounter.
last gunshot we heard sounded ominous, Zach. Everything she says seems to hint at some deeper meaning. The goddess of fertility taking over all of Louisiana with her newfound power? The details elude me, but she's clearly plotting something big. But if she dies here, she'll never be able to complete it. Why risk it then? Oh well. Let's continue on, Zach. I'm sure we'll find the answer once we reach the inner sanctum.
Let's save before we worry about that. Also pick up that first aid. Some goodies would be nice. So yeah, I missed whatever was in those other rooms, but I don't think it matters too much. It's just some goodies, I would assume. Probably more so there to make it so it's easier for you to get through the battle arena, I would assume.